cam so that we can see each other. Nice meeting you all. And I hope this session is giving you some interesting and also valuable information about the activities of EU Center, through which you can have a number of opportunities for your career as a master student. Professor Lee Jae-sung, Dean of GSIS and DIS, is here, and he is going to give a kind of welcoming remark to the participants. Professor Lee, can you give some short words?
Oh, well, actually, yep. Well, we'd be happy to. Okay, welcome to the KU EU Center, and well, we have several titles like German Center of Excellence or EU Center, but the thing is, first, this is an official EU Center designated by the European Union, and secondly, regardless of our affiliation, but I can say that this center is the best EU center in Korea in terms of faculty and activities. I'm not exaggerating. Well, if you ask the same question to EU embassy or in Brussels, then where is the place to go in Korea, then they will not hesitate to pick Korea University EU Center at the highest level of EU Center in terms of activities and the members and also our network. Okay, and even the better thing, the best thing is actually we have best student. We have best student studying European Union and European affairs and from Europe. So we have great diversity of our the EU society and great knowledge, great synergy among the faculty, student, and our network. We have the diplomat network, expert network. So all these things will be combined into a great salad bowl, and we have great dressing. The dressing is usually well, in the EU Center, there are a variety of activities, and the COVID-19 slowed down the kind of the offline gathering, but oftentimes with nice eateries and sometimes nice drink too. So as soon as this pandemic situation will be over, and once we can move to the offline setting, then I'm sure that we can find a lot more exciting activities and a lot more fun things. Okay, so well, I may have the tons of other things to do, but I will put it very short this time. I'm just welcoming you, and the further explanation will be made by Professor Park and Professor Yoon, and you will pick up a lot more useful information once you get engaged in the EU Center activities. Okay, so once again, welcome on board.
Thank you, Dean Professor Lee. Professor Lee is not only here, not only as the Dean of DIS and GSIS, but also he is a member of EU Center. So he is also awarded Jean Monnet Chair from the European Commission, like me. So we have so far greatly cooperated to set up the EU Center and to develop the EU Center as the leading institution in Korea and sometimes in Asia Pacific. So I'd like to introduce the EU Center activities. Also, we have two other programs today. Another one is we have another EU-related program which is funded by the Korean government through KIEP, Korea Institute for International Economic Policy. We have the so-called GPAS program, graduate program on area studies. And we have been awarded this program from KIEP, basically from the Korean government for the last more than 10 years. We have two programs, GPAS Europe, GPAS Southeast Asia. And I'd like to also introduce the GPAS Europe program, which will be followed by introduction to the EU Society by the president of EU Society at the GSIS, who is Vanessa Ors, right? So we have about 1 hour to go, and let us start now. I will share my screen, and let's. Can you see my screen? I hope so. Can somebody tell me? Yeah, okay. Yes. Yes, this is the introduction session to the Jang Monet Center of Excellence and Kiev KU GPAS Euro program. You see here number of logos, and the KIEP is here, the funder for GPAS program. And we have the European Commission run program, Erasmus Plus program, which is run by the European Commission. And we have Jang Monet Network Project, Jang Monet Center of Excellence Project, and Jang Monet Chair Program, right? So all these programs are integral parts of the Jang Monet Center of Excellence. And the introduction will be followed by the introduction to the Kiev KU GPAS Europe program. So part one is Jang Monet EU Center of Excellence at Korea University. This is providing you overview of the center. The center was established in 2014. As mentioned by Professor Lee, we were designated by the European Commission as the EU Center. And in the first 3.5 years, we have cooperated with the KIEP, which is government think tank, and the SBS. SBS is the usual suspect. As you know, this is the broadcasting system, channel 5, channel 6 of TV programs. And we have been excellently cooperating for the operation of the EU Center for the first 3.5 years. This was appreciated by the European Commission, and we were awarded the Jang Monet Network Project. So for the next 3 years until 2019. And this project had something like 300,000 euro as a total budget. And before the project was ended, Professor Lee Jae-sung, so Dean, was awarded the Jang Monet Chair Program in 2018. And this program is running until this year. And before we have completed the Jang Monet Network project, the first one, we have applied to for the second one, and we were very happy to get the second network project. And we were very successful. And we were also awarded the Jang Monet Center of Excellence program, as well as the Jang Monet Chair awarded to me. So this was my second time Jang Monet Chair program awarded by the European Commission. So this is the center overview. And current projects, therefore, are number one, Jang Monet Center of Excellence project, with the title Enhancing EU Perceptions in South Korea. So we are able to use 100,000 euros for 3 years. And Jang Monet Chair Program of Professor Lee Jae-sung, and also Jang Monet Network Project Speak, which has a title establishing a Europe-Asia research network on strategies for promoting Europe-Asia connectivity, and the Jangmon의 chair program of mine. So Professor Lee is a political scientist, and therefore he is focusing on European Union and the peace building in East Asia. I am an economist, and I am doing my project on the very similar project as the SPEAK project, enhancing the connectivity between Europe and Asia. From these 4 projects, we have prepared a number of opportunities for the students, and these will be explained now one by one. The first one is academic essay contests. We are providing a prize for winners. 3 students will be awarded on an annual basis. And this year, we have also selected 3 students. Also, we support the EU Society at the KU GSIS. But this EU Society is not only designed for GSIS students, but also many DIS students are participating as well. Also, some students from other departments like economics department, poli-sci department, they can participate and they can join and they can enjoy the gathering with DIS and GSIS students. As will be explained by Vanessa a little bit later, the EU Society has been very greatly appreciated by the European Commission as well as KIEP, right? Because EU Society is funded by 2 sources. One is Center of Excellence program from the EU Center, but also funded and supported by the GPS Europe program. The EU Society will be more detailed explained by Vanessa shortly. Summer school at the KUDIS. So we are providing an additional course, a regular course designed for DIS students during the summer vacation. So co-teaching based multidisciplinary course is this. And it's all open to all undergraduate students, not only DIS, but we have mostly DIS students. And the 3 credit points are awarded. Last year and this year, we had 2 courses, respectively, for each year. European Economics, Contemporary Europe, respectively, 28 and 22 students have participated. And grad students international workshop, we are able to send some graduate students. When graduate students are not available, we can send undergrad students as well to international conference or workshop. We have excellently cooperated with the USA-AP. USA-AP is the European Union Studies Association of Asia Pacific. Some 10 countries, EU society or EU European Union academic societies have gathered here, and they are having annually conference. And we are sending 2 when the budget allows 3 students to this conference and workshop. They have to present papers and participate in the discussion. Because of the COVID-19, we have operated this program online last year and this year. And also we have a domestic conference program, which is supporting the academic activities of academic societies, especially for professors and researchers, right? This domestic conference also quite often includes a young scholars workshop, and this is supported by our EU Center as well. And we have also distinguished lecture series. We invite distinguished scholars, policymakers, and practitioners for special lectures. Normally, we invite them physically, right? And they come to the campus. They have opportunities to discuss with our students, and then students have very distinctive opportunities to have a talk with them, to have networking activities or opportunities with them. But last year and this year, we could not do that. For example, EU ambassador was invited, and also a former commission staff member was also invited to present his new publication. So we intend to invite as many experts as possible to enrich your knowledge about the EU Center or EU studies. SPEAK project is a international project involving 5 universities around the world. So from Europe and Asia, because this is Europe-Asia connectivity project, we have invited 3 European universities. One is Uppsala University in Sweden. Second one, Ruhr-Universität Bochum, so from Germany, and the Nanyang Tech University from Singapore. These 3 universities are the UMCS of Poland. 3 universities are from Europe, and the 2 universities from Asia. And the Korea University is the project leader. And Professor Lee and me are actively managing and leading the academic activities of this excellent international academic network. So this is a workshop we have done. The kickoff meeting was done offline. This was just before the COVID-19 was starting to spread worldwide. But after that, 3 workshops we have done online. And in the next, the week after next week, you have the 4th workshop, which is to be online. We don't know yet whether the Singapore workshop will be done online or offline. We have to wait and see. However, we very much hope that the international conference, which is the final activity of this project, could be done offline in Brussels, so that some of you may have opportunities to be with us for this excellent ending of this project. And we have SPEAK Research Fellowship as well. Research Fellowship is intended for more advanced students, for instance, PhD candidates. But if master students can write excellent academic papers, we can also award the fellowship to master students. This program is not intended to for the DIS students, right? Because DIS students should have more training, but for master students. So I like to skip this part. This is not so relevant for your career building. So the EU Center of Excellence at Korea University has this staff. It's me, Professor Lee, as Managing Director, Professor Yoon Sung-hwan as Secretary General, and we have 2 project assistants. One is Ha So-hee, and another one is here, Oh Jae-hyun, but she is replaced now because she was serving so long. She was replaced now by Im Ha-eun. So can we, yes, after I revert to the normal screen, I'd like to introduce them all to you. Right, that is the first part. So we have the website jmeuce.org. We have YouTube. We have also Facebook, Instagram, and so on. So we have a number of communication channels to communicate with you in this way. I'd like to invite you all for active participation in the EU Center program. And we are really very happy to provide you a number of opportunities, right? To participate in international programs, networking programs, scholarship and fellowship programs. And these EU Center activities will be supported very excellently by Kiev KU GPS Europe program. This is originally not the EU Center program. However, the GSIS would like to assign this activity, this work to the EU Center. So EU Center is managing the GPS Europe program. So I'd like to explain you this. The GPS program is normally for Korean students. This is the government regulation. So I'm sorry for not serving the interests of the international students with this program. But I like to make this program introduction quite short so that we can move on to have Vanessa or to introduce the EU Society. GPS Euro program is managed, coordinated by myself, and my assistant, Mr. Zhang Eun-young, is assistant for this program. And we have several principles. Principle number one is that as many students as possible should be benefiting from this program. And also we are promoting the knowledge enrichment about the European Union in graduate school of international studies. And therefore, basically, throughout the duration of your study, you are able to enjoy one program. However, in exceptional cases, when qualification is so good, we make some exception that some students may enjoy two awards or two programs. As I noted, we have been running this program for more than 10 years. And the EU Center is providing the coordinator work because we can have synergy effect from the EU Center activity and GPS Europe activity, right? So we will do our best to raise you as expert on the EU affairs. What we are doing is as follows. Number one is we have at least two courses each semester on Europe, European Union, etc. And we are also providing scholarships, 3 million won or 6 million won. It depends on the qualification and on the number of applicants. And also we involve students this semester for a research project. And the research project is how to enhance the reconciliation through connectivity, right? So connectivity is the main theme of our diverse projects of the EU Center, so that we like to combine connectivity and reconciliation. So how to enhance and promote reconciliation, international reconciliation, I mean, through connectivity. For instance, by connecting people, by cooperating in educational matters, by cooperating between cities, things like that, right? And also, GPS Europe is co-funding the EU society activities, as well as we have separately some special lecture program. Originally, we have internship program as well. And originally also we have summer school program. However, through the due to COVID-19 pandemic, we have changed that. We had to change it because we cannot send you to Europe, risking you getting the coronavirus, right? So that we have all canceled all the international programs to be taking place offline. And we have changed in this way so that budgets were reallocated to projects. And also we have added some funds for the scholarship programs and so on and so forth. Okay, that is what we have agreed upon with the funder KIEP. So this semester we have Society and Culture of European Union to be provided by Professor Oh Chang-yong, who is working at the Nordic Benelux Center, and also European economy or the EU economy to be provided by Dr. Jo Dong-hee, who is a regular research fellow at the KIEP, and he is appointed as adjunct professor at GSIS, and he's providing a course titled EU Economy. And scholarship program, we have, sorry, I don't have to do it in English, but I do it in English because we have a number of international students. In the spring semester, we have selected 2 students. Each was awarded 3 million won. In this semester, we have stocked up the fund. So we have some more fund than in the first spring semester. So we will be able to provide the 3 million won or 6 million won, depending on the qualification and on the number of applicants. The condition is that the scholarship holders should complete the certificate program. Certificate program is the program which is providing certificate on European Union studies on the condition that the students take more than 3 courses on Europe, right? And also another condition is that they have to participate in GPS special lecture series, as well as they have to be in thesis track. Non-thesis track students are not eligible for scholarship. And on and off, if there are a number of works doing or done at the center and the staff members are overworked, overloaded, then I'd like to cordially invite you to be helpful in managing the EU Center as well. You can find the announcement on scholarship, and scholarship application is due by September 9th. So you have to submit your application to the admin office on the 2nd floor. We have a small research project, and we are intending to produce 8 papers. 2 papers will be reserved for experts, professors, and the professors and experts will be providing you some guidance, how to write, how to structure, and what kind of issues to be involved in your paper. Paper 3 to paper 8, so a total of 6 papers will be reserved for master students. And you will find the announcement about this program. And by September 9th, you have to also submit your application for this project as well, right? Please have interest, because this is a very interesting project. You can interact with the professors. We plan to have 3 to 4 workshops. And if needed and necessary, and if appropriate, we are intending to invite 2 experts or 3 from Europe or from Korea to discuss with you about the relevant topics, relevant issues related with the reconciliation, connectivity, and strategies for promoting reconciliation between countries. EU society will be explained more in detail by Vanessa. And also we have the special lecture series, right? So this is it. And I'd like to invite Vanessa to explain about the EU society. Vanessa, your turn now.
Yes, thank you, Professor. Wait, I'll try to share my screen if you close your screen sharing.
Yes. Just a moment. Okay.
Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, hello everybody. Hello professors. Thank you for having me and letting me introduce the EU Society. Once again, I'm Vanessa. I'm the new president of the EU Society. And yeah, I will begin. So, okay, this is not working. Okay, so first of all, what is the EU Society? The EU Society is one of the GSIS societies, which is run by and for KU, GSIS, and DIS students, but all KU students who are interested in Europe, who want to learn more about Europe and the EU, are invited to join us. And yeah, it's our goal to enhance interest about the EU, spread knowledge about the EU, and we will do that through different various fun but also interesting and meaningful activities. I will explain those activities further now. Okay, so first of all, the main meetings are always student presentations and discussions. So students who volunteer to hold a presentation, they will first hold a presentation of maybe about 20 minutes, and then afterwards we will have a discussion part where the listeners, the other members of the EU Society, can ask questions or give ideas to the presenter, but also the presenter can ask for ideas, can ask questions, opinions of the other EU Society members. So it's just an open discussion. Also, we try to give you as many cultural experiences as possible. Last semester, for example, we did some kind of language exchange. So for what we did, members who speak EU languages held short presentations, just introducing their language and just important phrases or maybe words that are nice to know in their language. Also, we would, for example, watch movies that are about European culture, history, but we are also open for more ideas. So if you want to join us and you have another idea for cultural experiences, then feel free to tell us your ideas. Every summer, the EU Society or the Jean Monnet Center, the EU Center, publishes the Journal of the EU Society, and we take papers from students written about Europe at the end of every semester. So this is a great opportunity for you to practice your academic writing skills and research skills. Also, the authors of those published papers, they'll get a small honorarium. I think it's 100,000 won. I'll tell you later. And then there's also the special lecture series, which is not by the EU Society, but by the EU Center and GPAS Europe. But just if you're interested, keep an eye on the announcements. You will maybe get an email from GSIS or look at the GSIS website. Or also on the EU Society website or the Jean Monnet Center website, there should also be an announcement about those special lectures. Then we have other activities or events we do, for example, exam support in form of snacks or small meals with something to drink we provide you before midterm and final exams. And well, if possible, we also do excursions on weekends and during the vacation. However, currently, because of the situation, we are not sure if we will be able to do that. So we would maybe have to see later in the semester if the situation gets better, if we can do an excursion. What we do on Instagram, I will show you our Instagram account later, is quizzes, and the winners will be selected randomly among the participants who got the right answer, of course, and you will get a small coupon or gifticon you can use. And last, the most important, you can get free dinner after all of our offline meetings. It will, if you fill out our application form later, you can put your dietary restrictions too. So don't worry if you are vegan, or maybe vegan will be difficult, but vegetarian, pescatarian, halal, you can put your dietary restrictions and we will try to accommodate those. Okay, so about the membership, as I said earlier, all KU students who are interested are free to join. There are two membership tracks, the ambassador track and the general member track. For the ambassador track, you need to attend 80% of the official meetings and hold at least one presentation or write a journal, your society journal paper, or you can do both. Then you will get 2 certificates because the ambassadors get certificates. And as I mentioned earlier, if you write the paper and the journal, you get an honorarium of 100,000 won. However, if you do not want to attend all of the meetings, maybe you also only want to attend certain meetings to topics that you're interested in, or if you don't want to hold a presentation, you are still invited to join the society as a general member. You will then not get a certificate, but you will still hopefully learn a lot and have a lot of fun during our activities. So our schedule, we are planning to meet hopefully every Wednesday between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. It depends on how long the discussion takes, how long the presentation is. And the meetings are based on students voluntarily holding presentations. So if there's no one who wants to hold a presentation that week, then we will not have a meeting, except we're doing maybe a cultural activity. And we will try to do offline meetings. In the last 2 semesters, we were able to hold offline meetings by sticking to some rules for caution because of Corona. But we will announce the room later, but it's going to be in the International Studies Hall. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce our new executive members as of this semester. I'll start from the right. We have our new treasurer, Ha-In. Then in the middle, we have our new vice president, Zheng Hui. And on the left, you can see me, Vanessa, the new president. If you have any questions about the society or about the application, you feel free to contact us anytime. Questions?
네, 먹었어요.
Oh, okay. So now about the application. First of all, you can visit our Instagram, KUGSIS_EU Society. You will find a link to the application form in the profile description. And there's also a post where there's, again, the QR code to find the application form, or you can simply scan the QR code to the application form here if you want to apply. And again, if you have any questions regarding the application, I wrote down the email addresses again, so you can contact us anytime. That was it. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope many of you will apply. I'm not sure if we still have some time now, but if we have some time now, I'm sure you could ask some questions now if you have questions about the EU Society.
Thank you, Vanessa. I think we can collect some questions about EU Society, about the youth center activities, about the GPS Europe program. So any questions you can ask. Please start your questions. There was some question previously registered. The question was about internship. As I explained shortly, the internships were planned by GPS Europe program and also by the EU Center program. However, last year and this year, we cannot do that. And last year we could not do it. So that we have to wait until next year. We have to see whether situation improves and whether we can provide the internships to master students. This is an integral part of the GPS Europe program, internship, summer school in Europe, but we could not do that, right? So we pretty much hope that this can be done next year. Other questions? EU Central GPS program, these two programs, including the EU Society, are there to serve your interests. So if you have any suggestions, please do not hesitate to direct it to Vanessa, to me, to Dean Lee, and to Professor Yoon. Oh, now I'd like to introduce Professor Yoon, who is the Secretary General of the EU Center. Professor Yoon, you can. Yeah, Professor Yoon is there. Ha-So-hee, who is assistant of the EU Center until the end of September. And we have a newcomer in the EU Center as a new assistant, Im Haun. Yeah, Haun is there. And Jang Eun-young, my assistant, and she's helping me to manage the GPS Europe program. So you have all the people here. Of course, Professor Lee is together with me. We are managing and operating the youth center to the best. So any other, if you do not have any questions, then we can conclude the session.
Professor?
Yeah, please.
In order to apply for that project, that thing, writing the paper project things, I don't know the name. Do we have to come up with the idea of the title or?
Which project? The reconciliation project?
Yeah, I think so. Like writing paper project. What was the name?
We have two projects. One is GPS Europe program, connectivity and reconciliation, right? Another one is the project, the research fellowship project. So for this reconciliation project, you have to visit the homepage website of the GSIS, and they have all, we have announced it, right? So you have to find it, and you have to apply with the necessary documents.
Okay, thank you.
So no more questions? It's the last opportunity now. Okay. I assume that the explanation was perfect. And but as I noted, in case you have new inquiries, further clarification needed, then please direct them to the responsible person in charge. Okay, thank you for attending the info session about the EU Center and GPS Europe, and I wish you all the best in the semester. Thanks. Bye.